What's up, Honeybowl TV? It's your boy, Bull.
It's your girl, Honey.
We are doing a different video today for you guys.
Yes. So guys, some people have been DMing us and asking us to do some reaction videos. So we decided that in 2021 we were going to start doing reaction videos and just see how it goes, you know, have a little fun. We love watching funny videos and just crazy stuff online. So we're just going to react to it.
We're going to react to a bunch of different videos, not just funny and crazy stuff. We're going to possibly do music videos, TV shows, whatever it is.
You guys let us know what you want to see. Drop us a comment. We're willing to react to anything.
Exactly.
We want to test the water with this one.
Can't be afraid to try new things. So this is what we're gonna do today. This is what it is. Let's get into this. If you're new to this channel, once again, I am Bull.
I am Honey.
Together we are
Honeybowl TV.
Exactly. So what are we gonna be doing a reaction video?
Okay guys, we are gonna be reacting to the 10 longest body parts in the world. Are you guys ready?
If you're not ready right now, run, go get some popcorn, go get a drink, get comfy. You ready to get into this?
Well, before we get into it, let's just make sure that everybody watching is subscribed. You guys have given this video a thumbs up. You guys turn on your post notifications. You guys follow us on all our social media platforms. And guys, comment below. Give us your feedback. Okay?
Turn on those post notifications. That little bell right there, turn those on. So every time we upload a video, you are up to date and with us. Alright? You're not missing anything. Let's get right into it.
World records can often bring out the best and the weirdest in people. Consider, for instance, Sonia Thomas, who successfully served...
Hold up. Have you seen anybody with a long body part? Like a non-normal, like
no.
A long body part, and you're like, whoa.
No.
Like, have you seen anybody with a long tongue, like long fingernails, big ears?
No. Oh, no.
Huge nose,
No.
Big feet.
Have you?
I've seen somebody. I've seen some people with like some weird stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
Where'd you see him?
At the circus.
He's such a liar.
found 564 oysters in under 8 minutes. Seriously, that's like 70 a minute? The Guinness Book of World Records has stopped recognizing records that rely solely on gluttony or people pushing themselves to extremes that could negatively affect their health. But most people would agree that the body we are born into is something that we have very little control over. And today we're going to take a moment to appreciate those among us with record-breaking body parts. This is the 10 longest body parts in the world. Let's begin, shall we? Number 10. Radhakant Bajipay. An Indian grocer named Radhakant Bajipay is the owner.
Guys.
That's not what I think it is. What
Ew.
Is that ear?
It's ear hair.
That's not what I think it is. He's combing
Combing it, like cut it.
It's a rather bizarre world record. In 2003, Guinness World Records flew to Uttar Pradesh in northern India to authenticate him as the owner of the world's longest ear hair. While most people...
What's the point on keeping it? How do you think it grows back fast?
Probably.
Do you think it smells?
Yeah.
I mean, if you're with somebody and they're trying to go for the Guinness World Records of having the longest ear hair, like, I don't even know what to tell you.
I don't know what to tell you either.
That's crazy.
Let's begin grooming their ear hair after a certain age. Bajipay has chosen to let his grow free. And when officials took their measurements in 2003, it had achieved a length of 13.2 centimeters. However, much like the champ that he is, even after getting the official record, Bajipay continued to grow it out.
Yeah.
As at times his wife has urged him to cut it, but she says she is understanding of the fact that his earlocks are a source of pride.
Oh,
Bajipay
man.
continued taking very good care of the hair, and in 2009 he had Guinness reevaluate his record, and they realized that the hair had grown an astounding 25 centimeters in length. Number 9.
That's nasty.
Mehmet Özürek. Mehmet Özürek of Turkey holds the distinction of having the world's longest nose. His record...
That's a big old nose, let me tell ya.
First authenticated on March 18, 2010, and to this day, no one has stepped up to take his place. So, just how big is the world's biggest schnoz? Well, when it was measured in 2010, it had reached a length of 8.8 centimeters.
It doesn't look that bad, though.
I was gonna say, like, you would think that the world's longest nose would be bigger than that.
The reason why it doesn't look that bad is because it comes down. If it was like pointed out, then it would look crazy.
Unlike some of the other entries on today's list, this record wasn't personally measured by Guinness. Instead, Ozuric traveled to Rome, Italy to appear on Le Show de Record, or the record show.
And if you're
Face barber.
sorry, and if you're 6'10" or 7 feet and you have a nose like that, it kind of goes with it. You know what I mean? But if he was like 5'8", 5'9" or something, and he had that, then it would stand out more. You know?
Like my little bear.
I'm 6 feet.
Uh-huh.
Alright, let's
On March 18th of 2010.
shout out Ozark.
Number 8. Macy Curran. Yekaterina Lysenko
What?
is a former basketball
She's
player
so
in
tall.
Moscow, Russia. But she is renowned not for her athletic prowess, but of her unique physical attributes. Lysina not only has the biggest feet of any woman in Russia,
She's the biggest feet. She's not even the tallest.
Oh.
but she also has the longest legs in the world.
She has the longest legs
That
and
was
she's the
until September of
tallest.
2019 when a 16-year-old girl came along to snag her title. Macy Curran of Austin, Texas.
She has the biggest feet and she has the longest legs up until 2019.
Could you imagine being that tall?
Do you think her parents are super tall?
I don't know. Maybe not.
Imagine being a female.
And being that tall.
Mm.
That's crazy.
The insecurities, like you have to give like your child mad like confidence and praise just because like they're gonna be the tallest in the school, they're gonna be the tallest of what everything, and not only the tallest, your foot is gonna be the biggest. I'm not gonna lie, me being a guy, if my girl's foot was bigger than mine,
Well, you wouldn't have a girl that their foot is bigger than yours, would you?
I think there's females out there whose feet are bigger than their men.
Bull has small feet.
No, I don't have small feet.
You're 9.5.
I'm 10. It depends on the shoes. I'm 9.5. I'm 10. I have average. That's the average size.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? But if your girl's foot was bigger than yours, pretty crazy.
Young girl who by the age of 18 months was already 2 feet 11 inches tall, and by the time she was 9 she was 5 feet 7 inches tall, and it was apparent to everyone that she was going to be quite a lot taller than
I
her
want to know how
peers.
tall their parents
Her
are.
extreme growth
Look.
continued, and by the age of 16 she had reached a height of 6 feet 9 inches tall. However, the tallest woman in the world was Sandy Allen, who stood at a height of 7 feet 7 inches, and even though she was growing rapidly, she was a far cry from 7'7". However, as it turned out, her specific proportions meant that even though she wasn't the tallest woman in the world, she actually had the longest legs. Karen's legs were a shocking 53 inches, and that's a 1.3 meter or almost 4.5 feet. Karen's height, however, has presented some challenges for her. In her own words, she says, quote, "When I started
How is that possible?
That's crazy.
growing in 9th grade, I was really relieved. Because when I was younger, I'd get those growing pains in my legs that were so terrible." She also expressed trouble with hitting her head on doors, getting into cars, and trying to find clothes that fit. Despite the challenges associated with her height, Kieran hopes to make the best of it, and has her eyes set on a career in modeling. As for
Shout out to
Ekaterina
her.
Lysina, she might not have the longest legs anymore, but she is still the proud owner of the largest female feet in Russia, so there's something for that. Number
That's
7.
crazy.
Lee Redmond
Oh, I've seen
and
this.
Sridhar
I remember when you were young and you got the Guinness World Records book.
Yeah, I remember seeing this.
Lady Redmond was once a well-known feature on the talk show circuit. She had started growing her nails in 1978, and by 2008, she had grown them to an average length of 35 inches or 88 centimeters. In fact, all her nails laid end to end would be almost 25.
His nails.
Are they thinking what I'm thinking?
What?
Okay, first off, the first thing I want to know is, how do you cook with your nails like that? How do you cook with your nails like that?
Oh, yeah.
How do you use the washroom with your nails like that? That's the number one thing. How? They have a bidet.
They better have a bidet.
They have to have a bidet.
They better have a bidet.
Not a bidet, but a bidet.
A bidet.
Bidet. That's nasty.
Look at his
Unfortunately,
nails.
in February of 2009, she was involved in a tragic accident that not only left her seriously injured, but also destroyed her famous fingernails.
Oh.
Now, while there was nobody there to snatch her title of world's longest nails, at least no
Look
one
at
with
that.
as many nails as she had, but there was Sridhar
Are they still
Jalal.
like...
Jalal had been growing the nails in his left hand for over 6 decades, and with no two-handed opponents to
6
dethrone him, he became
decades?
the owner of the longest nails in the world.
Oh my god. Look how crusty that looks.
Is he gonna cut them?
Yo, that looks like it hurts.
Yeah.
That looks painful. What's the
Why would you want to grow your nails like this? It's like
It's like he grew his nails for 6 decades. For 60 years, he's been growing his nails.
that is so effed up.
It's like, did he get to like 5 years or something and was like, I'm just gonna go for the record and let's just keep doing this? What's the longest your nails have been? That?
Like this. And I just broke one.
No.
Mine just break. Like, I don't know how they do it.
For Chalal, though, having the world's longest nails came at a price. The profound weight of his nails, which if laid end to end were over 30 feet long, began to take a toll on his health, and he started to face increased difficulty moving his hand and suffered disfigurement of his fingers.
You see,
What's even worse is that
obviously.
the damage to his hand resulted in nerve damage, which eventually rendered him deaf in his left ear. Finally, he had to concede and his nails were cut off in 2018 using a specialized power tool, and they are now on display at the Ripley's Believe It or Not Museum in New York City. As of current, there is no one with nails that can compete with Redmond or Chalal. So, if you happen to have 30-foot long nails, it may just be your time for your 50.
Was it worth it?
There, slugger. Number 6.
Was it worth it?
Sheepa Ping. Sheepa Ping was born in China in 1960, and at the age of 13, she made a decision to never cut her hair again. And she stuck by her guns. So much so that in 2004, the Guinness Book of World Records declared that she had the longest documented hair in recorded history. Her long, lavish
Guys, that's real hair goals.
were documented at a length of 18 feet and 5.5 inches.
Shout out to her.
Or 5.62
How
meters.
annoying that probably is to wash.
She probably has like multiple people washing her hair.
Multiple people washing your hair, how annoying.
Seems like all that hair would be
Maybe not.
now, when asked, Keeping said, quote, "It's no trouble at all. I'm used to it, but you need patience and you need to hold yourself straight when you have hair like this."
Probably drags her down.
Number
when she
5.
washes her.
Hans Langseth. Next up, we have a different type of hair.
Beard?
These days, beards are a hot fashion accessory, but believe it or not, the longest beard in history isn't attached to a modern-day hipster. And no, it doesn't belong to one of the members of ZZ Top either. No, it rather belonged to a man named Hans N. Langseth. Langseth was born in 1846 and died in 1927 at age 81.
Can't have you.
A farmer from Norway at the time of his death, his
Can't have the beard touch the floor. Horrible, horrible, horrible look.
beard measured 17.5 feet, or 5.3 meters, making it the longest beard in recorded history. Today, his beard sits at the Department of Anthropology at the Smithsonian Institution.
It's crazy how like the people that pass away and stuff, and when they cut it, like they're able to actually like preserve it and put it away.
That's really gross.
It's pretty crazy.
When one beard is gone, another is grown. That's a saying, am I right? Anyways, currently the longest beard on a living person belongs to Sarwan Singe of Canada, who first had his bountiful beard measured
Canada?
Mm-hmm.
Shout out Canada.
Italian TV show Rocher de Record on March 4th, 2010. There, officials concluded it was 7 feet 9 inches long.
His looks healthy though.
Here in Surrey, British Columbia, Canada, his beard was remeasured and was determined to be 8 feet 2 inches long. Number 4. Matthew McRory. Matthew McRory was an American actor who, among other things, had roles in Men in Black 2, House of a Thousand Corpses, Charmed, and The Devil's Rejects. But perhaps what made McRory most memorable was his enormous presence. No, really, he was massive. McRory stood at a towering 7 feet 6 inches and held the distinction of walking on the world's biggest feet. McRory wears a men's shoe size 29.5.
Wow.
He was even bigger than Andre the Giant. Is that
29.5.
Like, that is insane that people can even get, like, this big.
His foot is like massive. Almost 3. It's basically 3 times my feet.
That's nuts.
That's crazy.
That's insane.
Though McRory died in 2005 at the age of 32. A friendly giant, he was loved by those who worked with him, and both The Devil's Rejects and 2017's The Evil Within were dedicated to his memory. The current holder of the world's largest foot record, at least for men's, is Venezuela's Jason Orlando Rodriguez Hernandez, who as of 2016 had a right foot measuring 40.1 centimeters or 1.31 feet long. Number 3. Robert Pershing Wadlow. The largest hands in the world belong to Robert Wadlow.
Look how tall he is.
Tallest man until his death at the age of 22 in 1940.
But that's what I'm trying to say.
How are they dying?
That's what I'm trying to say. Like all these people with like the big body parts and stuff, they're dying at such young ages.
Why?
I don't know why.
Guys, comment below if you know why.
That's crazy.
Known as the Illinois Giant, his gigantic hands measure 12.75
Probably
inches
tough on
up
the
to
joints.
2.3 centimeters from the wrist to the
Yeah,
tip
but
of
your
his middle
joints
finger.
will kill you.
The world's largest hands on a living person are currently
Holy.
28.5 centimeters and belong to a man named Sultan Kosan in Turkey. Now it's time for the day's best pick. My pick for today may be one of the most unusual cases we've seen today. Number 2. 2 people, actually. A California YouTuber named Chanel Tapper has a tongue roughly the size of an iPhone. Her nearly 4-inch tongue was deemed the world's longest by
Why does her tongue look white right there?
Yeah, like come on.
That was not a good picture. Before like the people started discovering you have to like brush your tongue and scrape your tongue. But girl, that plaque tongue?
In 2013. The world's longest male tongue belongs to Nick Storville and is a respectable 10.1 centimeters or 3.98 inches.
I saved the best for last, but first, I have a quick challenge that takes only 5 seconds to complete. If you can leave a like and subscribe
Can you
within the
put
next
your nose?
5 seconds, you'll get 10 years of amazing luck. Just try it. It really works.
Number 1. Jonah Adam Falcon. Jonah Adam Falcon may not be the most successful on today's list, but he does have another claim to fame that has garnered him quite a lot of attention. Falcon is the host of Talkin' Yankees, an hour-long cable television call-in show dedicated to happenings in the New York Yankees ball club. But he rose to national attention in 1999 after it was determined that he had a 13.5-inch... Well, the Brooklyn native has been the subject of several TV specials, including Showtime's Unhung Hero, HBO's Private Expose, and TLC Strings.
What are they trying to say right now?
You know what they're trying to say.
They're trying to say is as long as
Yeah, burn.
The 13-year-old in me is giggling so madly right now. He also had smaller roles in Melrose Place, The Sopranos, Law & Order, and the 2001 drama A Beautiful Mind. Despite his multiple appearances in media, things haven't always been easy for Falcon, who lives on and off with his mother in New York. In a 2003 interview with Out Magazine, he revealed that he is in fact bisexual, and that his longest relationship was with a woman and lasted for just 1 year. When he isn't in a committed relationship, Falcon has been propositioned many times for a unique project relating to his oversized member, including a photographer who paid him $500 to pose in his underwear. What even is this list anymore?
He doesn't look happy though. He looks like honestly, like you don't know what I go through.
it's too big.
He looks uncomfortable with it. He's just like, man, he's not happy.
His career
I guess size does matter, guys.
that's associated with his larger-than-life body part, Falcon has been adamant about not working in the adult industry because he wants to be taken seriously as an actor and fears that such a move would jeopardize his chances at a legitimate acting career. And you know,
Did you guys see the bulge?
What? That's what you were talking.
There was a bulge.
I support you. Which one of the body parts on today's list did you find the most shocking? Do you have any abnormally long body parts? If so, please keep.
Guys, comment below if you have an abnormally long body part. And let us know what it is.
Comment below, let us know. That's it. We're done. We hope you guys enjoyed the video. Comment below and let us know what you want us to react to. We'll be back with another reaction video. Peace. Love.